Hello and welcome to the Sheep's Garden. I'm Elizabeth and today I'm going to do an unboxing. Actually, it's more like an unbagging because it's just a small little package. But I'm kind of excited. Some new needles. And I know I don't really need new needles, but this is actually kind of different because these are a different brand that I've never tried before. I like to use Knit Pro, which I have a lot of, and I like them because the cables can change and I can use them for everything. I also have some Chai sock needles, which are the little tiny ones, which I found really good for doing little tiny circumferences. And I have some Carrie C bamboo ones, which I bought because they were kind of shorter and for doing like hats and things. I have those. I don't like them as much because the bamboo seems to be a bit slow, but I still have them. What I do like is the cable that swivels on them a lot. So these are HiyaHiya, which I have never tried before. And the reason I bought these is because I was looking for needles that are interchangeable needles that are very fine. I think Chai do some very fine interchangeable needles, but you have to go with the smaller cables, which is the same for the HiyaHiya. But because the Chai that I have is the small cable, not the mini, if I was to get very thin needles, I would have to get new cables as well. They wouldn't work with the ones I've got, or maybe I could get a couple needles to work with them. I'm not sure. So I looked at all the different options, and we don't have that many options here. And to buy on Amazon, it's expensive. I mean, they're expensive here anyways, but to buy on Amazon, it's almost the same price when you pay shipping. So I had a look at these, and this was kind of a package that came with quite a few things. So I thought I'd have a go. Now, I remember when I bought my Chai, the little set, when I opened them, I was really surprised how tiny the package was and almost a bit disappointed because they were so tiny. And this package feels very small too, so I hope I'm not going to be initially disappointed with these, but we'll have to see. So I'm going to turn the camera around and you can see me open these. Okay, of course, I think I forgot scissors. Well, this might work. Oh, isn't that lovely? It's a little bag of lavender flowers, which came in. That's sweet. Move it to this side. So, this is as you can see there, the Ultimate Plus Interchangeable Sock Set with miniature sharp tips, small sharp tips, miniature cables, sock interchangeable straight needles, bead cable stoppers, needle grips, cable key, sheep needle gauge, yarn ball, stitch markers, and a storage case. So, let's see if this has something here for opening it. Put that up there for now. Now, I've always liked the way the HiyaHiya bags looked, even though, I've always thought, this isn't something I can get. So that's really cute. A little, the HiyaHiya needle gauge. So that's quite sweet. And this is the bag. Wow, isn't that pretty? And there's a little pocket here at the back. Let's see, okay, and in the pocket at the back we have, looks like there are, that says there are two cables there, which an 80 and 100 millimeter, and two 60s there. Okay, I bought these are for doing socks. I think it's for doing socks with a magic loop. But I also thought for doing other kind of knitting when you want the fine needles, they might work. I'm not sure. So there's the little grips that they come with and the tightening tool. So that's all that's in that back pocket. And if we flip it over, it has this little There, and we open this up. Okay, and we have another, oops, having a problem with the focusing. I don't know why. Okay, so there we have another zip pocket at the top here. And in here we have, look at all these. Okay, those are the like little yarn ball stitch markers. To go on, yes, stitch markers. And then here, I think those are for making the needles longer. Little tiny, I think those attach on because they make the needle longer, I think. Here we have, and I'm going to have a play with all this because I couldn't find many videos online about how to use all of this. But what we have here, those with these little stoppers. Now these aren't for stopping your cables. These go on the end of these, and these go together like that. And then you put one of these on the end, I think, and then you put a tip on the end, and it's like for straight needles. I think you can then use it for like a straight needle, which is pretty amazing and quite flexible. So that's one that goes in the middle, I guess. See, some of these have, I don't know if I can show very well. Some of them have those tips, which are for screwing in, and then on the other end, it's just the other end. It's not having very much luck here. These are so fine. The other end is just for like that, for screwing in, and then on this one, both ends are for screwing in. It doesn't have the attachment. So that one's the one that would go in the middle, I guess. So there's two of those that would go in the middle, two of those which would kind of go on the end, and then two more to make it a bit longer, I guess. And then these adapters as well, for bigger ones. So I will definitely have to have a play with all of these to see what they do. And then here, there's a piece of Velcro there, and this opens up. And here are all the needles. So the finer ones are these long ones. Now I think what we have to do is, I think these, I'm guessing these go into the ends of these and to connect the cables. So those, I don't know if I can see what those, they're very small. So those three are those lengths, and then these come in different lengths. Those are they're shorter. And I think these are all the same lengths. So, wow, look at all that. So actually maybe this, definitely going to have a play and see how this works. Maybe this is actually the adapters for these needles, because these needles look like these needles are a bit fatter. So I'm guessing that goes onto there, like that. And then that goes onto the cable. I'm not sure if these are focusing very well. I'm not getting very good focus. So like that. So these are for doing socks, but not for doing socks like the tiny little needles. So I think these will work for doing other kind of things like sweaters and different stuff. So wow, I'm really excited about this. This is really, for fine needles, this is really quite quite a complete set. There's lots of things here. So if I use this, I can figure out what these are. Are those? Oh yeah, here's the millimeters because that's what I'm used to. So that looks like that's a 2 millimeter. So I think it goes up from 2 millimeter, 2.5. See, now I've messed them all up. They've gotten all mixed up. I'm going to have to go through it. I'm going to have to try and figure out which they all are. Yeah, so that's a 2.25. So that one would go there. And that one, not 2.5, that's a 2.5. So that goes there. Where are the rest of the tiny ones? There they are. That's the 2.25. So that goes there. And this one must be 2.5. 2.5. And this one is a 2.75. Okay. See, that's the thing with the Knit Pro. That's a 2.75. The Knit Pro don't seem to go any smaller than 3 or 3.5 for their interchangeables. So you're kind of stuck at that with Knit Pro. You can't go any smaller than 3.5. So that's why I wanted this set, because it goes down to smaller. So that's a 3. Is that the other 3 there? Nope, that's a 3.25. That's a 3, the other 3.25. That is a, oh, what's that? Ah, that's a 3.5. And that's another 3.5. And there's the 3.25. So that goes there. So that's what it goes. It goes from, we can see on this, we have from 2, 2.25, 2.5, 2.75, 3, 3.25, and 3.5. So that basically takes me up to where the Knit Pros would leave off. And yeah, and then you've got these two, these extenders are for these fatter ones. And then these are to make the needles into longer straights if you need kind of straights. And these are let's have a look at the cables. And lots of cables so that, what I don't see, I don't know if there's cable connectors. If you wanted to make longer, if you like, a lot of other companies have cable connectors. They don't come with cable, I don't think I have cable connectors. But the cables are flexible and nice and small. Let's just give them a go on here. And I do actually have a project I'm working on, so I can give these a try, the project I'm working on, because I'm working on a project with 2.5. So that's that. That works really nice. Wow, I am really pleased with these. You shouldn't let that happen. You shouldn't be more pleased with new needles. It just makes you want to buy more. But the other thing it doesn't come with is it doesn't come with the cable stoppers. They're little pandas, I think, and I think you have to buy them separately. So I'll have to see about that. So that is my new purchase, my little treat. And because I want to start doing more fine knitting, and I think this will help. So I'm very pleased. I will give them a test run on the knitting project that I've got going at the moment, one of my finer ones, and we'll see how they go. So thanks for dropping by, and if you have any questions or if there's anything you want to see, because like I said, I've not seen many videos which show these sets, this set specifically. They do other sock sets which come with slightly similar things. So if there's any questions or anything you want me to video about, I'll be more than happy to do that. So thanks for dropping by. Ciao.